Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Monday, June 1st, 2020. It's about 1:45 in the afternoon. And who wrote this bloody script anyway? Holy cow. June 1st. The first day of the last 6 months of the year. Oh, good Lord. Wow. 6 months here and gone. And this is where we are at. It's like a bad Stephen King novel or movie or it's kind of like when they used to take really good movies and make them movie of the week, especially like a Stephen King movie. And like this is like the Langoliers actually, but the book was so much more different from the TV show, and the TV movie was okay, but the book was better, most certainly. The Langoliers definitely left more for the imagination. So, but yeah, this is. Wow, I tell you, if Michael Crichton or Dean Koontz or H.G. Wells or even a little bit of Ray Bradbury starts to pen into this thing, I think I'm going to go out to the side of the house and dig a burrow or a bunker, because anything's possible at this time. Oh my goodness, it's incredible. Here in Los Angeles, in California, we are, right now, my friends, right now we have city officials, the mayor, other mayors from other cities, especially Long Beach, not Pasadena so much. Mr. Tornick has really not Terry Tornick has really not come out and addressed a lot, unfortunately. Not even since the beginning of this whole nightmare started 6 months ago. Yeah, the politics here in Pasadena are still kind of... We just don't really have a good, really good leadership and a really good voice of leadership here, especially at the forefront of everything that's going on in Pasadena, and that's a shame. It really is. Council members are actually speaking more, and than the mayor is actually. The mayor of Los Angeles is the mayor of Long Beach, the mayor of other city mayors, by far and by definition, are speaking almost on a daily basis and more frequently than the mayor of Pasadena is. He's maybe, since this has happened, including this whole curfew deal that we're all experiencing now, has maybe spoken much less than a handful. I'd say 3 at my best recollection. But everything here in Pasadena is pretty good. It's calm. We haven't had any uprising. We have had demonstrations of civil protests, and they were really fine. Yesterday they started up on North Fair Oaks, and it was announced that they were going to be marching down South Fair Oaks, and they were going to march down to Colorado, and then walk up to City Hall and put a demonstration there. And our demonstrations here in Pasadena are they're very well done. They're done peacefully. I don't think that since I've been living here, there's really, I think, been anything too, certainly not like this. But all our demonstrations and rallies and marches that we've had here in Pasadena have all been pretty good, especially when it came to Immigration Day. I was actually lucky enough to see that and film that. That was, I want to say 3 years. I started off in City Hall. The march came down, went to City Hall, and then went up to the library, and I got to film it too. I believe, I think it was on YouTube, or if it was on the other Tube Buddy channel that is defunct now. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to check. But anyway, yeah, right now everything's really bad. Certainly now you folks have seen across the nation. It first started off with a lot of the Target Corporation, Target stores, people looting and stealing and causing mayhem and just causing mass destruction, unnecessary mass destruction. Most certainly the movement and the cause have all but seriously been lost in the demise that has been born out of this, unfortunately. And it's nothing more than just anarchists, sheer terrorists, people that are not happy. To me, my take, it's definitely people that are not happy with themselves, most certainly not content with themselves, their lifestyle, their situation in life, or their position in life, or whatever it is. They may have been, they fail, they think they have no value. I don't understand, because certainly I wouldn't think that a rational and sane person would want to do this post coming out of quarantine. And this weekend was like for so many places, not just here in California, but I think also for many places across the nation. Today was going to be this weekend was going to be the opening for, for the kickoff for just opening our country and such. And certainly here in California and Los Angeles, Saturday morning everybody was getting geared up, and we basically got to go retreat. We have to retreat. Hey, well, at least nature's gonna go, hey, look at these fools, man, they can't control themselves. Yeah, look at them. And they call us animals. Seriously, we think nature is just senseless animalistic behavior. Look at us. You tell me how civilized and intelligent all of this is. We are acting from the time we heard about this whole pandemic stuff, buying and everything, to the economy, to now the looting and the terrorizing and the uprising and the mass destruction, all the money that we are causing ourselves. We are causing so much. We are just ruining our economy. And the worst part about it, if you see, and that really this disturbs me. The most part is a lot of this is a lot of young people. It looks to be mid 30s, definitely 30s or younger. I don't know how it is out in your area, ladies and gentlemen, but even out here, they're breaking into the 99-cent stores, the Family Dollar, the Dollar Tree, the 90. You're telling me you can't go in and afford a 99-cent can of corn? Holy cow! Really? This is what you're probably going to be. Hey, look! I just made off with a case of corn from the 99. Come on, it's. This is going to be your finest moment in life. This is going to be what you're proud of. This is what you're going to tell your children, your grandchildren. Or I remember when I was a kid, we had this riot, and me and my friends, except for Tom, Tom got a case of Vienna sausage. I hate that crap. Seriously. I'm sure that the people that participated or that were involved in the first riots 23 years ago, I'm sure they now feel terrible, especially in the midst of all of this breaking out. Maybe not everybody, but there has to be some sense of remorse. I mean, clearly nobody has a sense of remorse or compassion or anything like. Of course, you wouldn't be doing this kind of mess, if you did. But It's not that you're hurting an establishment. It's not that you're hurting a business. You're not hurting a corporation. You're you're hurting other people. The mom and pop cleaners that you just ransacked. You just stole people's clothes from a cleaner. Really? I saw people jumping over through a boarded up Urban Outfitters in Santa Monica, and they're climbing up over the plywood, and it looks like an overflowing bucket, just bodies flowing out over between the space of the broken window and the top of the plywood boarding up. And then finally one gentleman came out and started ripping the plywood up. And it's like, come on, walk out. Don't climb over. So everybody's coming up. And behind this way, where the camera's view is, there's a whole little squad of, like, I'd say maybe 10, 12 police officers in light riot gears with face shields and batons, crossed over. And they're holding their line. I kind of know what's going on, but honestly, the police really haven't interacted too harshly with these terrorists. Not so much as the protesters, although there were some handful of protesters that were, I don't know if it was done purposely or mistakenly, were being arrested, and that was getting reported a lot, and that was getting tweeted a lot. But the thing is also, if you are a peaceful protester, you know that your first thing of being told whilst doing a demonstration, if they are going to arrest you, if they're going to tell you that you're going to arrest you, allow yourself to be arrested. Do not resist. Do not retaliate. If you are there truly for a peaceful intent, then you know the responsibility of that is part of the big responsibility is that you may or may not get arrested until things can be sorted out in a court of law or at the police station where they deem you can go or whatever, because there's kind of a gray area there once they get you and they assess, okay, let this one go, let this one, no, this person, yeah, no, they were doing that. So you'll allow yourself to be taken in a sense, because once you say no, then that's an automatic resisting arrest, and then that's when they got you, and then that's the harder you struggle. One, there's another charge. So, and a lot of people have been allowing that to happen themselves. So, they're sorting them out. And for the schmucks that are out there just to cause mayhem and destruction, and just full of lawlessness. These are the schmucks that are going to be putting their pictures and tweeting and Facebooking and whatever it is that's out there right now, besides my two main things. Be putting out pictures and this is what I got, checking out what we're doing, and video and photos and stuff. And I don't know if they really have thought about this, but almost every policing agency in the nation, yet especially in the world, have programs and algorithms that whenever something happens, and this is how they catch a lot of human traffickers, child trafficking, and all this, and people that have stolen, and terrorists. It's all visual recognition, and they'll take a video clip from a storefront here, and every storefront almost now has closed circuit TV or security cams, ring cameras on people's homes. There's Big Brother is watching all the time, and we were always against Big Brother, but we also have become a society of Big Brother where we carry multiple of these things. We have these on our laptops. We have these on our homes, corner streets, everywhere, supermarkets, every place, the ATMs, every place that you think is just an indispensable area of going or conducting business or meeting or whatever. There's a camera there. So it may take some time, but they will catch these folks. Maybe not all, but certainly a lot of people that they will catch by their own stupid carelessness of acts. First and foremost, acts of crime. That is a crime. That is not a protest. That is not a demonstration. That is not getting your point across? What are you doing? How is this getting your point across? Really? That if another police officer or police agency screws up, this is what's going to happen? You think they're going to treat any one single individual now? You want to get treated with what? With white gloves? You want the police to be walking on eggshells? Or do you want to be walking on eggshells? Or is all of society going to be walking on eggshells now? Because this is what's going to happen now. You know? What happened was the most... These officers do need to pay. I don't think they need to die. I think they need to pay and remain alive and suffer and suffer and suffer until they die an uncomfortable and unhappy natural death. How can you do this to a human being? You weigh 200 maybe plus pounds for 9 minutes. You're doing, you know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. See, and this is just now also aerial. It's all over. I'm not sure exactly. This is a protest at Van Nuys City Hall. Now, see, this is a civil thing. This is civil. But like it happened in Santa Monica, there was a civil demonstration, and it just took one or two anarchists, and it went to hell. And you know, the mayor had said, well, we don't really need National Guard. There were some in the background, but then after everything exploded, we ended up getting about 700 more National Guards, and they're all pretty much deployed over there by the convention center and deployed. I believe that's their command center. And yeah, LA once again is militarized, like so many cities. I believe San Diego is. I'm not sure about Frisco, but San Diego and Los Angeles definitely were, whereas we're militarized. So, but the police, and police people are saying, well, the police aren't really doing anything. They're not stopping. There's not much they can do. We have a total of what? How many police officers? 5,000? I forgot what the number is that we have of police officers, and combined also with LA sheriffs. Now, you got to realize there's one thing. There's a lot of hatred, a lot of animosity, and bad feelings with both of our policing agencies, the LAPD, and namely most of all, the Sheriff's Department. There's no other two policing agencies. I think even Chicago and New York Police Department have more respect than our policing agencies do. But these are officers out here, both policing agencies, and they hate each other. They don't get along with it well. But right now, they're having to work in cooperation. They have a bad reputation of being prejudiced, very, very prejudiced, and they stereotype really bad. And I've seen it, and I've experienced it, and I've seen it firsthand, being homeless, and they get really bad. So that's another reason why they're not really interacting so much, because if they do, it's all over for them. There's an average of one police officer, that's including both sides, for every 400 to 500 people here. That's 400 to 500 people versus one police officer. So do you think they're going to take this situation in their own hands? Do you think they're not smart enough? They will be overrun. They will be consumed. And if that were to happen, nowhere in America would we ever be safe, because the anarchists would see that they can finally take over any policing agency in this country, and it may not even end there. It may even go worldwide. At this situation that we're living at, who knows what could happen? Again, this is a really, really awful movie script. I mean, you cannot write this. Wow. This is a Cecil B. DeMille epic. for all you old timers. This is a Metro Goldwyn Mayer epic movie, you know. Whew. Man, this is definitely a Charlton Heston type of acting cast, you know. Olivia de Havilland and whew, yeah, we need those kind of epic stars to be playing this out, because none of these, we need someone like that, because they could have that camera presence and that sophistication and that calmness, you know, and that gentlemanly or that lady presence that someone in authority would be knowing what to do to handle this crazy, chaotic situation. Holy cow. And for me personally, I was not even thinking 2020 is going to be just another year. I'd be working my butt off, trying to figure out where I'm going, how's my housing situation going, just paying into child support again. Here goes another year, another month without seeing my kids, my daughter especially, you know, just another year of making videos. Maybe something will turn around. Hopefully, maybe 2020 will turn around. Maybe I'll trend and I'll start, you know, getting hits on my channel, and I'll start making some income on the channel, and you know, I can, you know, finally do things that I want to be able to afford to be able to do with my children and stuff like that, you know, and I won't have to worry so much about working at Target or working just, you know, working like that. I'd like this whole thing, this I really find so much pleasure in working at this, even though it is hard work. It really is. And some of you may know this, some of you may not, but it is. Even 5 minutes of video can be so much work. But you know, this would be cool. This would be great. I would love for this. But until then, I got to do what I got to do. I got to work. I got to do manual labor, and I'm okay with that. I've done manual labor all my life, you know. I've never been one to just sit at home, watch the stock market. Oh yeah, I just made, you know, another $300,000 or whatever. Oh, I just lost $20,000. That and the fees. Screw it. You know, I've always been one to earn a paycheck. And not so much as in dividends and stuff like that. So I'm okay with that. If it happens, it happens. But for me, after all this and going, I never in a million years, you would have told me that I'd definitely be talking to my daughter again. And like this morning, you know, I got to do a Zoom video with her and her mom and everything, and just chatting and talking, and you know, they want to know what the situation is out here, and situation over there is okay. I guess I was told that there's a mall not too far from where they live, maybe 30-40 minutes away. The local mall in that area got looted, but nothing really bad as far as anything. So they're in a relatively small town and everything, city. So I feel pretty good about that. So I'm not worried about it. But you know, they're more worried about me and living out here in this situation and everything. They could just, you know, everything's bubbling. There really hasn't been too much of an eruption. There hasn't been a Mount St. Helen per se type of thing, or a, you know, Old Faithful Geyser type of situation. Though it can happen. And today we go in. Today I got called in from work, and they wanted to know if I can come into early work, and I couldn't because I'm scheduled from 4:30 p.m. to 9:30. But we got a text yesterday, all us Target employees, that there's a special number that we have to call corporate before our shift to find out if our store is going to be open and closed. So this is how bad the situation has exploded, my friends. And we got the text last night. So this morning I got a call in the morning. It says, "Hey Charlie, can you come in?" I go, "No, well, I kind of have plans this morning because we are going City of Beverly Hills, business curfew is at 1 p.m. City curfew is at 5 p.m. Here in LA County, curfew is at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. So that means our store was only open today from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and I couldn't come in. So me not being able to come in earlier, it had to be going down as a no call, no show. No fret, my friends. But that's the way it has to be labeled now. When I was told that since it's that way, since I can't come in any earlier as when requested, it'll be labeled as a no call, no show, but it will not affect my work because this is a crisis situation, and it'll be stated on our records, on our employment records, that they were only basically able to come in at their appointed scheduled time and not any sooner. So it's not going to go against us. Still get paid for today and everything. So, and I got to call tomorrow and find out if we will be open. So that sucks. Yeah. So yeah. Now this is the out of this whole, and I attribute this rioting to the pandemic. This is not just something separate. This, to me, I attribute to the pandemic because tensions were already high and people's nerves were already. So what happened to this gentleman, I think, was also part of this crap. So I attribute this also as part of the pandemic stuff. So I don't know. I don't know how you folks feel about that, but you know. But anyway, my friends, I just got home. I got my stuff. You know, we're going to be going into lockdown here again. Yeah, it's messed up. It's messed up. Hopefully something will happen. And I'm going to, Jackie Lacey, the LA County District Attorney, she's making a speech right now. So, all right, my friends. So please, you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, pull down your pants and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, we're doing, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button, tell your friends and family about me, about us, and what's going on. And we're locked down again, pretty much, you know. Wow. 2021. And the Oscar goes to that never, ever failing epic life motion picture called 2020. Please come up with your entourage and make a speech. Tell us, how did you manage to win this fantastic Oscar? Jesus Christ. Well, we'll certainly remember all of this, won't we? All right, my friends, comments, good or bad. Let me know what's going on in your area, your part of the world, your part of the country, your city, your neighborhood, your province, your prefecture, whatever it is that you live in, and you're, what are you doing? How are you coping with this? I hope you guys stay safe. Stay smart, stay safe, be kind, be compassionate, and let's really tone down the hatred and bad feelings. We don't need any more of this. See, this is what I mean. This is what anger does. I tell you, anger impedes Charlie's life. I don't like anger. It keeps me, it prevents me from going forward in life. And this is what anger is doing. This is preventing us, our country, our society, our world, our everything in humanity from going forward. This is what I mean, that hatred impedes everything that we do as a human race. I love you.